Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Haven't posted in a bit because this video has taken me so many tries to film. Hopefully, third time's the charm. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the third video in our little trilogy where we take a look and dissect Ali Abdal's LifeOS VSL. In the first video, we dissected his VSL. Then in the second video, we dissected the first part of my alternative VSL. And now we have the final, the CTA, the what's unique, and the offer. So, without further ado, let's start with the what's unique. So, wait, never mind. We start with the offer. So, this This is just a transition from authority to offer because in the authority, if you didn't watch the last video, the authority ends on kind of like a if it's like a storytelling. It's like telling a story, but then now we have to talk about facts. So this is a little transition, including this one as well. This is also like a mini transition, and this line is also transition. Then we go here. So in Ali Abdal's VSL, his offer talks about two main pillars and three things per pillar. So he talks about action and then he talks about vision. And if we go in depth on all six things, because it's three each, right? If we go in depth on all three things, then we're not going to be able to make it interesting, right? People are gonna lose interest after probably three or four of the six things. But then if we skim over everything, people won't get enough detail, and they don't, and you skimmed over everything, and it's not like you can just leave some of it out. So what I did is that for three, the life compass, future sketch, and quarterly quests, which is the vision, I went a lot more in depth. This is what I did for this half. But then for the second half, I only did one paragraph. This is the action pillar. And honestly, this is kind of whatever you want. Um, in my in this VSL, one of the selling points is that this isn't just a productivity course that makes you work more. So that's why I chose to more than focus on actions more than the actual vision. Wait, what? I focused on vision more than action. I am sorry. So here, life compass. First of all, I state this. I get this to get them thinking, and they'll be like, oh, so that's why we use a life compass. And to illustrate your dream life and design it according to your deepest value. This is a base level benefit. This is a base level, and this is like a comparison. So basically, what I'm saying is, this is this is what other people are doing. This is what we are doing. That's why we're different. And in VSL writing, you don't want to make it seem like you're better than someone else. Let's say like an analogy I like to use is Gatorade and Red Bull. Red Bull gives you more energy, Gatorade gives you better recovery. So Red Bull would work better for sprinters while Gatorade would work better for long distance runners. And here, what if you're making a VSL, let's say for Red Bull, you don't want to make it seem like Red Bull is better than Gatorade at everything. You have to target down sprinters and then tell them, oh, Red Bull is better for you if you're a sprinter. We're not saying we're better than them, we're just saying we're in a different category. In this VSL, however, what I did wasn't I made was that in this VSL I made a completely new category. Like this category didn't exist, or not many people knew it existed before me. So I'm going to create my own new category and say, this category is for you. But then there won't be any competitors in my category. Because, like, for Red Bull, you have other competitors like Monster, the the I don't know, um, Red Bull, Monster, Prime Energy. I don't know, but they have competitors. What I'm doing is that I'm taking this and I'm making a new category completely. So since I literally just made it right now, there's not a single other course that fits this category, and I promote this category. So in the end, people are going to be like, "Oh, I want to go for this category of productivity. What should I do? Oh, there's only one choice. I'm going to go for that choice, which is this one." So that's basically a little tangent. And back to the VSL. Future Sketch is basically the same. This is the base level benefit. This is the base level benefit. With this, you'll say no to all the distractions, and then this is the real benefit: take you off course from the path to your dream life. The dream life, that's what people actually care about. People don't care about distractions. If the distractions distract them from their dream life, then that they're only gonna care if the anyways, quarterly quests. Quarterly quests. It'll take your dreams and balance and blah 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 blah. And then here, all of this is pretty much explanation. And here, to put it in simple terms, it makes the path to your dream life a hell of a lot easier and a hell of a lot less stressful. I put a benefit here because all of this is kind of base level benefit or explaining. But then I can't just say this because I want to explain a little bit more about the quarterly quests and give people like a little insight on what they're actually buying. So if you completely take away this, if you completely take away this part, I don't blame you, but then you're just writing a VSL to sell instead of to inform. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's kind of mean. And then here's a transition from vision to action. And here I make things a lot more compact. So here's probably 3 to 4 sentences each, but then each here my focus I give 1 or 2 sentences each. We we perfect the work-life balance with a weekly rhythm that's repeatable, consistent, and simple. Benefits: daily tasks to get you working and conquer your procrastination problems once and for all. This pain points. Then lastly, we teach how to truly focus when you're working. This is some BS. This is all kind of some BS, but then you have to like it's like how do I justify that? This is this is the pain point. This is just saying this is giving context for this pain point. And then here, this is just a flex. On top of that, basically I'm just flexing Notion templates, calendar templates, dancing recordings, multiple coaches, whole community dedicated, keeping you accountable, blah blah blah. And then I end all the flexing with a benefit. Make this process as smooth as possible. And then here, I mentioned and then after all that, I mentioned the money back guarantee. Because after all of this, the viewer isn't thinking, oh, what is this? They're thinking, is it worth it? And so I'm trying to de-risk it, making it worth it, and saying we even have a money back guarantee so that you don't risk any of your capital. And here is kind of like a fake urgency because technically I'm not saying there's a sale going on, but I am implying we're constantly adding stuff. So if you join now, you can get all the extra content we'll add in the future for free. Basically, I'm implying that as more stuff get added, the price will increase, and as the price, and if you get it now, you'll get a better deal. That's what I'm implying, even though I'm not saying it out loud. What's unique? As far as me and my team know, first of all, biggest priority community. I just had to put that in there because it's true and it's a huge flex. And here I say what we aren't, what LifeOS is not. Here, productivity course, tips and tricks to squeeze as much work out of you as possible. I make it seem like it's really, really tiring. I'm not exactly saying that it's bad. I'm just making it sound like it. That's what you have to do with VSLs. Even apps like Motion, blah blah blah, are just AI tools that don't address the quality of your work. So to combat this is like a rivalry. I'm like saying I created this category, which is a one-part solution. The category I'm playing is a one-part solution. And the reason why this category exists is because this category sucks. And so instead of being just a community, this is like, instead of them, this is us. And here is a iOS analogy. In the original, it was really long. I'm going to try and find it right now. In the original transcript, if I can find, the he has like an operating system analogy, and it's honestly really boring and really long. But the idea of a operating system, yeah, here, it takes up this much of the VSL. So basically, 20% of the VSL was just spent on the operating system analogy. But I did think it was pretty cool, so and pretty smart. So I added to my own, and that's why I, instead of having that whole thing, I just said, just like iOS, LifeOS lets you focus on important tasks no matter what, blah, blah, blah. And instead of saying operating system as in, as explaining like, oh, it makes your life easier because this, because that, like a phone, I'm taking it a different way. It's designed to fit everyone's unique problems, and there's a unique solution so that everyone can achieve their dream life with LifeOS. And basically, I'm, instead of taking the point of, oh, an operating system is what makes you do anything you want. And sorry, instead of taking a point of view of the operating system is what keeps you from doing a lot of bullshit that you don't want to do. I'm taking the point of view of an operating system. It's it's for everyone. You can do anything on it, just like LifeOS. And then that's why LifeOS is the only course that can truly solve your productivity problems. This is trying to make stand out. And here I'm telling them one last thing, one last line to say, this isn't us. Don't think of us like the other people. So, and now we're going on to the CTA. If you want to make inevitable progress to your goals, blah blah blah, click the button below and become a student of LifeOS. And then here is some urgency, limited response to the course, more than 70 more students. Enroll now before your spot gets taken by someone else. That's a really tough hook because sometimes we're greedy. Sometimes we get things not because we want it, but because we don't want other people to have it. So that's why I added that. If you entered already, I just want to congratulate you for taking action. Here, it's not something most VSLs do, but after this line, I'm going to justify it right now. After this line, there are two types of people. The people who click the button or see, oh, there are 30 more seconds. Let me keep watching. The people that click the button, they're already bought, so I don't really need to care about them. But then the 30-second people, they'll know that, oh, some people have already clicked the button. And right now, they're getting rewarded for it. I want to congratulate you for taking action. So that makes the people who are the people who haven't enrolled, the people who haven't clicked the button, the people who are still watching and haven't taken action, they feel left out. And then I mentioned them here though. But if you haven't, this is just a reminder that your spot, blah blah blah. And I add a little guarantee here. This is what Ali Abdal says. Personally, it's really good if you can guarantee only having one or two of the 6 different components in your life, you'll see results immediately. If you can guarantee that, that's amazing. So I added that. That's basically saying like, even if you bullshit this course, you're still going to change your life. And if you don't, I'm literally going to give your money back. And then this is just goodbye. And that is a full dissection of the VSLs. Um, this this is the entire document. If you want to, if you want to check this out, I would. This is the link, and if I'll probably put it in the description, but if I forget, that's the link. Anyways, that's it from me. Thanks for watching this entire. Hopefully, if you haven't watched the first two, go watch the first two parts of this. But I'm gonna go now, and I'll see you all next time.